When Toby the cat found himself turfed out by his family, he refused to give up on them. Instead of accepting his new circumstances, the animal trekked 12 miles to find his former owners. However, the feline wasn't given the warm welcome he might have expected. Toby lived with a family in North Carolina. As far as he was concerned, the humans who had cared for him were his kin. So when they gave him away to new owners that lived 12 miles away, he couldn't understand what was happening. Toby had originally come to the family as a stray, and it appeared that they'd tried to give him a home, but he failed to fit in with their other cat. As a result, they decided that the lovable Maine Coon Kitty was no longer a part of their clan. Unfortunately, Toby isn't the only pet to have found themselves thrown by a family they thought they could trust. According to a study by the American Society for the Prevention of Cruelty to Animals, ASPCA, over 1 million U.S. households hand over their cats and dogs each year. Most families gave animals up due to pet-related issues, including being unable to afford veterinary care. However, family situations and housing problems were also cited as popular reasons to rehome animals. So Toby wasn't alone in his struggle. However, what set him apart from other felines in his situation was his unwillingness to give up on his family. Because after finding himself in the unfamiliar surroundings of his new household, the courageous kitty decided he was going home. With that in mind, Toby made the impressive 12-mile journey back to his family. However, when the cat turned up on their doorstep, they were not amused. As a result, they went to extreme lengths to rid themselves of the feline once and for all. Toby's heartless owners took the cat to a local shelter, where they requested that he be put down. Luckily, though, the staff at the facility refused to euthanize the cat, and instead they found him a temporary home at the SPCA of Wake County, where he'd be given a second shot at life. The SPCA never puts an adoptable animal down. Instead, the organization finds homes for more than 3,500 pets every year. It also provides affordable neutering and spaying services to ensure more families are able to access the veterinary care they require. So in spite of the brave feline owner's best efforts to have him killed, Toby got a new lease of life. His arrival at the SPCA of Wake County was celebrated on the organization's Facebook page, and the group decided to use Toby's unique story as a fundraising inspiration. The post revealed, when Toby's family no longer wanted him, they gave him to another family. But Toby missed them and walked 12 miles back home. When he arrived, he was met with heartbreak. The family he thought loved him took him to a shelter and asked the staff to euthanize him. The post continued, "The shelter called us at the SPCA to ask if we could take him in and help him find a new family. Of course we said yes. If he's willing to walk 12 miles to save his life, will you walk one to save thousands of animals like Toby? Sign up today for the 2018 Dog Walk and Wolf Stock." It was important for the SPCA of Wake County to raise as much money as they could. That's because many of the animals that come through its doors require potentially expensive veterinary treatment, and Toby was no different. Upon Toby's arrival at the SPCA of Wake County, staff discovered that the 7-year-old cat suffered from feline immunodeficiency virus, otherwise known as FIV. As a result, Toby required treatment for the ailments as well as some extra attention for a cold. Because of Toby's FIV, he would require ongoing veterinary care, and that meant he would need an understanding family who would ensure he got that medical attention. And since Toby doesn't get on with other cats, pet-free homes were at the top of his list. But despite Toby's very specific requirements, the cat found his forever home in a matter of weeks. The feline's new mom, Michelle Puckett, learned about Toby through her sister, who had read about him on social media. And when Puckett listened to the cat's story, she decided to make him hers. Luckily, it didn't take long for Toby to settle into his new home. In April 2018, Puckett told Raley's WRAL News, "He's just mellow and loving. He sleeps with us, he cuddles, he purrs. He's just been great." She added, "Just seeing how loving he is, he's social. He entered here like he's always been here. He's not a scaredy cat or violent. He's just a sweet cat." For Puckett and her family, the way that Toby is seamlessly slotted in confirmed to them that every animal should have a loving home. So perhaps to inspire more people to adopt and not shop, Puckett set up an Instagram page for her beloved Toby. The page, aptly titled "A Cat Named Toby," has attracted more than 57,000 followers, and they can't seem to get enough of the Ginger Tom and his adorable antics. Writing in a post from September 2018, one user gushed, "He's so beautiful, so glad he found such a great family." So considering how much joy Toby has brought to his new family and strangers alike, it's hard to imagine that his life could have been quite easily snuffed out. Thankfully, the SPCA of Wake County gave the cat another chance, and he appears never to have been happier.